EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Ready to rock and roll, here's Jonathan Garibay. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Ready to rock and roll, here's Jonathan Garibay. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
On 1st and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They will start this drive with Ford, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable rate right there because is a zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Cards will take over possession here up at the 44. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Back to throw. Quick. Throwing right, and that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
22 meter. Yellow.
Looking to throw. Quick. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And that'll bring up 4th down with a big sack with a loss of 5.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Again, they turn to and a loose football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves.
Okay, ready?
But maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Quick. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athletic.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bennett. And he's going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Let's go on. Keep doing offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners at 11-5 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stewart. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And they'll keep the ball alive. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll be first down 49ers. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Throw left side complete. That's Stewart. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. That is caught inside the 5. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Ford. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
You guys got it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Boys, you got this.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're going for it. This is Harris. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there's still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hoping to get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, they got it here, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone. Quick. A man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go, guys.
On first down, quick. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down, quick. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They'll They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offense. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Strike. Check. Strike. Check.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
10 cycles. Check pink. Hut.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
52 blaster. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Out for the PAT, here's Johnson.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one goes for 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Looking deep for Bennett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Stewart. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Ready up.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Let's go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Drill 52. Set.
Off play action. Quick. And that's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Quick. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Quick. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Gregory. He's going to go up top again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
137 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Quick. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And Johnson's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, And he got there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Gregory. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Gregory.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
153 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries.
Hey, go steal.
Right back to him on 1st down.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away.
And Johnson's kick is good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to maneuver.
Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On the ready.
For the winning team here, Charles.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the 49ers and the Bears, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
This is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini...
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Fields. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. But sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
14 yards in the Chicago 1st down.
Back to throw. Fields.
Flush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And then open down the middle of the field. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and hit their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Oh, they got someone to jump. It's 4th and 5. This could be a 1st down.
And no measurement needed. It was 4th and 5. Give them 5 yards. 1st down.
I know they were excited about the possibility of getting in and blocking a kick, and sometimes you get too amped up and create a penalty, and that gave them a 1st down.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap, Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bears will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. To the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they changed their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
They go play action here on 1st down. This one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play exotic coverage.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slows momentum somewhat when he's taken down right after. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Complete. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Fields. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Harris running straight ahead. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now it's 2nd and 9. And here's another carry for Harris. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Justin Jefferson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds.
Williams loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Fields. Wide open receiver complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Fields on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, he's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the gun on third down, Fields. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Fields. And this is caught by Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
That's a nice catch there. Remember in the fumble earlier, no way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him.
And he takes this one in for the Bears touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears have retaken a third quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to
touchdown 49ers. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Chicago offense set to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would like to give their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown the last time back. Well, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Justin Jefferson his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3-and-out.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card match. Back now at Soldier Field.
It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Sliding out of the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
To try again after the sack.
Fields.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
To throw is Fields.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And right now, they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
At this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2nd and 4. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a first down carry for Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Touchdown 49ers. Justin Jefferson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Fields. Flush to his right. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Fields. He's got it to Williams. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. It's caught. It's Stewart. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This one finds Wilson downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game.